Welcome to the walkthrough of MobileTek CORE. It is May 29th, 2022. This instructional video will supersede any previous MobileTek CORE walkthroughs. So let's get started. So as you can see, I'm at my login screen. When logging into MobileTek CORE at the beginning of every day, make sure to reset all data. And what that does is it'll erase anything that's sitting on your phone in MobileTek and give you a fresh start every day. I'm going to log in with fingerprint, which for some reason didn't show up on the screen share, but you know what that looks like. Okay, so I am now logged in, and before we do anything, let's go real quick through the dashboard icons. None of these have changed, so if you're familiar with MobileTek, you're familiar with these already, but let's look at them real quick. We've got new orders, we've got open orders, we've got closed orders, we've got load vehicle, search by scan, and time card. Time card we don't use. Load vehicle, now if a driver wants to do a load scan, they can do a load scan, and these are all the orders that are assigned. They need to scan all of them. So if a driver does a load scan and they only scan 3 items, the other ones are all going to show as shortages. So only do a load scan if they're actually scanning everything. So we're going to go back. No, I don't want to do that. We're going to go back home here. Okay, so search by scan. Pretty self-explanatory. You can search for an order and you scan a barcode and the order will come up. All right, so let's go back. All right, on the bottom, a possession scan, which we have disabled for a lot of drivers, but some we don't. I can go through that in a separate video. Driver dashboard, on time, performance, things like that. Again, self-explanatory. You can take a look at it. There's a couple of different reports here. And view map. So if we click on the map, it'll show all of the driver's orders. Now this driver, me, hasn't accepted the orders yet, so it's only showing a few pickup addresses, which are in, looks like Arizona and Illinois, all over the place. So let's go back up to the top here. So real quick, before we click on the new orders, let's look at the menu button over here. They call it the hamburger button because it looks like a hamburger. If you click on that, you've got some items here, one of which is the gear over here, which is the settings. So if you want to change your settings in MobileTek, you can click on that. You've got a few things here. General settings is where most of them are. One big thing that a lot of people have asked me about is the autocorrect. So you start typing in mailbox, or no, not mailbox. You start typing in front door, FR, and it suggests front door. Now it's not doing that. Well, that's because of this. So if you turn this on, now you have that back. And the rest of these you really don't need to mess with. If you want any further deep dive into that, let me know and I can speak about it. Font size, self-explanatory. This has to do with the GPS, how often it pings the GPS. All right, let's go back to the dashboard and let's click on open orders. So we click on open orders and you'll see that we've got 0 open orders, but we've got 14 new orders. So if we click on that, you'll see here's our list. We can accept all orders. So we accept all orders. Now if you're looking at the dispatch screen here, you see that all these orders are yellow under this driver. Now I just accepted them. You're going to see that they will all turn green because now I've accepted those orders. All right, and let's arrive at our first stop. So we arrive at a stop. We click on Sergey Makarevich of Phoenix, Arizona. All right, and we click on arrive, and it brings us to the scan screen. So if we hit the scanner, scan that package, you'll see that it turns green. If we hit next, we have some options here. We'll go through some of those in a minute, but typically you're just going to depart. All right, and to say, okay, we left this on Sergey's doorstep, which I spelled wrong. We don't need to put in his email. You can if you want. You don't need to put in his phone number. You can if you want. All right, and we're going to take our VPOD of John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Okay. That order is complete. Before I go any further, this comes up after every order. Please confirm this is your next stop. So the next stop in line here is 350 Singing Wood Drive in Holbrook, New York. Is this my next stop? Yes, confirm. If it's not, hit dismiss. If you say confirm, then it's going to mark it in dispatch as your next stop. That person, if they log on to the tracking, they're going to see this is the next stop. Oh, wow, the guy's going to be here in a couple minutes. So if it's not your next stop, dismiss it. So I just dismissed it. It actually is my next stop, but we'll get to that. All right, so we're going to arrive at the next stop here. Jennifer Kelch, 350 Singing Wood. And you'll see my icon's looking a little funny here. I know it's because my screen is zoomed in a little bit, but the wording is the same. So I'm going to arrive. It gives me the option to scan. I scan. I hit next. Okay. And then I hit depart. Now this one requires a signature, so I get a signature screen. All right. Am I satisfied with that? Yes. Okay. And I'm going to type in the name of the person who signed for it, email and SMS if needed, but don't need it. And we take our VPOD if we need it. We got a signature, so we really technically don't, but I'm taking one here. Do I have any return items? No, I don't. You're not going to see that. All right. Now, ask this again. Is this your next stop? No, it's not. Okay. My next stop is Randy Lopez, 27 Gazebo in Holtzville. All right, so we'll arrive at that one. Okay, next. Depart. Now, I don't want to get a signature on this one. It's not required. It's optional. So what do? I don't have to put a dot. I don't have to put anything in here. Just hit submit. Am I satisfied? Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Do I want to continue without signing? Yes. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of complaints from people about all the extra clicks. So you just saw it. That was 2 extra clicks. It took about 1.5 seconds. Yeah. Does it take a little bit longer? Yeah. I disabled that on all food and retail orders. You're only going to see that on payrolls and financials. Let's close this one out. All right. Do we need a picture? I don't know if we need a picture, but we're going to take one anyway. Okay. And we don't have any return items. Forget that. Okay. Dismiss. All right. So we saw a normal delivery. We saw a delivery with a signature and a VPOD. We saw a delivery where the signature was bypassed. So let's take a quick look at an order that is a problem. Like maybe you arrive there and you're unable to make the delivery for some reason. All right, so let's find the order this way here. We're going to hit search. You see the search box popped open. You see the little barcode icon right here. Now, I can find the order a couple of ways. I can hit the search and scan the barcode on the package. It'll bring up the order. You see the order here. Okay, let's say I didn't have the barcode handy for some strange reason. I just have the box and it says Karen Massey. I can start typing K-A-R. It's going to start narrowing down what I have down here until I get to it. You can also do that with the address. So I'm going to 11 Hyacinth Lane. There we go. All right. A lot of ways you can find the order. So let's say we get to Karen Massey and we scan the package and we walk up to the door and we notice, wow, Karen Massey doesn't live here anymore. The person who answers the door says, no, I don't know who that is. Refuse the order. So what you're going to do in that case, you're going to go up to menu and you're going to go to status codes. So set the status codes. You're going to find the appropriate status code. I think in this one it would be refused, order canceled. See? Click it. Say yes. Turned green. Good. Save it. Yes. I know that's a couple of clicks. And I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing here. We applied the status code, and now we can just go right back to the orders. Okay, and we can go to our next stop. We can also handle this a different way. You can abort the stop. So if we set a status code, which we already did, you can set it as non-deliverable if you'd like. Okay, good. And you can see that's all right there. Okay. Now, there are other ways that you can look for your stops here. Let's go back to the main list. So we can go to the map, open the map page, and you'll see all your stops there. Some people like to do this. You know, what am I close to? Yeah, you have to zoom in. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt doing that. But once you zoomed in, there's all your stops, and there's you. Let me do this the easy way on my phone. So there I am. I'm home. And you see my stops nearby. Where's my nearest stop? Okay, let's say I wanted to do this stop here, which happens to be the one I just had. Let's click on a different one. Lisa Albino. Okay, I want to go to that stop. I can just tap on that stop. It'll open up the order. I can make my deliveries that way. And then just follow all the same steps. All right. And so that's here in the menu. There are other things in the menu here. You can create a custom shared stop. So let's say, I know it's not, I know these are different addresses, but let's just say they were going to the same place. So if we were at this stop and we said, oh, wow, there's 2 other deliveries going to the same place. I don't want to have to get the same signature 3 times or go through the process 3 times. I'm making 1 delivery. So you've got the order selected. Go to the menu, hit custom shared stop, and you'll see it turns blue, bluish. And then the ones below it now have a checkbox. So I can say, all right, 11 Hyacinth Lane goes with this one and this one and this one. Let me get rid of these out of my list here. Miriam Hubbard, let's see. Okay, good. All right, and now when I make that delivery, the top one that's still checked, you'll see it gives me the barcodes for the other ones that I haven't scanned yet, and it'll allow me to go through and it'll close all of those orders as I same way as if I only had 1 package, it'll close them all. Okay. Dismiss. All right, now you see here, let's refresh this dispatch, and you'll see now that I only have 9 deliveries left. So what else do I want to show you? Okay, also on that menu, so you've got custom shared stop, you've got the map page, you've got manual sequencing. So you'll see that these are in order. These are in the order that I scanned them. So it's got stop 1, stop 2, stop 3, or whatever the number is. Let's say I needed to change that for some reason. So if I hit manual sequencing, now I've got a handle next to each stop, and I can drag this one down. I can drag this one up. whatever the order is, and then save it. And it'll reflect here. You'll see when this refreshes now. Vincent DeCibio will be at the top, and Cynthia Nuzzi will be second. So let's refresh. All right. Well, it didn't transmit yet, but it will. So what else? There's more settings here. You can put what you want displayed on your order list. You can also change it from card view to standard, which is list view. I don't like list view, but maybe you do. List view looks like that. I don't know why anybody would want that, but if you do, there it is. We're going to go back to card view, save. All right, and then last but not least, back on the dashboard, before you log out, you want to make sure, you see here it says sync items remaining 0. That means everything is synced for me. But just in case, you want to hit refresh and make sure everything is transmitted. Should you ever have a problem that you need support in MobileTek, you've got the little chat box up here. You can hit that. You can send them any comments. Hey, I like this feature. I don't like this feature. Or you can go over here, right? And you can go to the settings and you can contact support. There's a phone number and an email. So you have a problem. I'm not around. I can't solve every problem. I try. But here is their support number right there. And it'll open with whatever email program you have on your phone, or you can call them. And that is that. I hope you have an enjoyable MobileTek experience. Thank you.